Futures trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. Content provided in this segment is meant for educational purposes and is not a solicitation to buy or sell commodities.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk. I'm Cody. He is Andy. And in the background, making sure that we stay on course, is Miss Paige Driscoll. We make up the Tech Talk trio coming to you live on the 9th of September, just about 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time. Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Question for you.
Go for it.
Is it too early to be putting up Halloween decorations?
It's a great question because my neighbors were putting them up and we had this discussion Sunday. I believe it is.
Okay. When is an appropriate time?
October. When is Halloween? The 30th?
31st.
31st?
Last time I checked.
Put them up on the 22nd. It's like people that go through Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas. It's very disrespectful. Give the turkey the day that it deserves. Don't.
Okay.
Like, stop jumping holidays.
But we're not jumping holidays, though, going from like after Labor Day. Like what holidays between Labor Day?
Yeah, I understand. Okay, but it's still too early. It's still too early. 10 days before, total max.
Got it. All right. All my Halloween decorations are up. They're all, actually, I got to put one more up.
It is literally the 9th of September.
They're all up. I'll send you a picture. They're all up.
Please don't.
So you're going to get one now. You'll get two. Speaking of a couple pictures here, we got not only two charts,
A couple spookies.
some spooky ones. They are spooky. We got not only two charts, but we got three charts. These are oldies but goodies. I think we looked at them the last couple of weeks. There seems to be, at least in the class 3 space, kind of very choppy, right? I mean, it's just kind of like a meh type trade. We get a lot of requests about the block. And now that it's, front and center, and again, I feel like it's still like it's very much teetering. So this is, again, CME block on a weekly basis. We've looked at this a few times already. We filled this big gap. We've talked about this one before. This is the next one to potentially get filled. And this week, what's interesting about it is that, so this is we're only on Tuesday, right? But we had this big break here relative to, this whole piece, right? We got through, filled this gap, and then we open lower the next week, right? You didn't get like we've seen that song and dance so many times where it's like you break and then come back up and have it down. So we're actually on target to fill this bad boy here, which isn't that, what do we sell? 66 half today. You settle 164
cents away.
2.5 cents away. That's not that much.
No.
We're practically there.
We'll do it by tomorrow.
Sure. And then the next question is, we already had this green line here, this 160 and a quarter, right? Basically 160. The 160 number is just such a big number for this market right now. So yeah, I just wanted to point this out. It's interesting that you filled this gap here, obviously. But then this week we opened lower. So you solidified that last week's candle by opening lower in that direction. Or opening in that direction, I should say. What do you think, boss?
I think we're going to 160. But it's not going to be a fast drop like it's been before. It just seems, how have you put it before? Death by 1,000 cuts. That's exactly how this market feels. Of lower every single day, it seems like. And the offers keep coming as the market is about to close. And it feels like we're going to go to 160 probably by this Friday. And I would hope from there we're going to find a little bit of traction, some action in the market. But if we don't, then the question becomes, okay, do we break to $1.50?
Well, now you have all this noise.
Exactly.
Right. And so, I don't know, there's a lot of things kind of happening too macroeconomically, right?
Yeah.
You've got rate cuts potentially on the horizon. To what degree, we don't know, right? It's going to be quarter point, half point. Job report, not great. Didn't seem like it was great, at least. That said, when you start kind of messing around with the interest rate like this, you start to weaken the US dollar. That increases our ability to export, which has been phenomenal. And that's really just a math problem at the end of the day, right? Yes, Europe has come under pressure for sure. Obviously, we've seen the convergence we've been getting. I think just short answer is we're getting a lot of their business. That said, if you go into the low 160s, high 150s, that math, you still have that spread, right? It's just at a lower tier. So yeah, to me, I agree with you that we're going to go down here and test this. I think we got to go fill this gap. I'm 50-50 on whether or not it's instant or there by the end of the week or it takes a couple weeks.
The other reason I say that is we dropped 4 cents today. My guesstimation, tomorrow's Wednesday. We fill the gap tomorrow. By Friday, I think we're sitting at $1.60.
Okay. Hey, last week you you were very bearish last week. Let's just be really, and that hasn't changed. The hammer is in the closet. It's gathering dust. It's going to be back another day, but not tomorrow.
Someday.
Not today, not tomorrow. So I don't know. I just don't feel like we've seen any real good bullish news that would pull this thing out. One thing that sticks out to me, I was talking to Phil about this actually, where do we start to see the promotional activity pick up? That's something from a domestic standpoint that's been really lacking. And from a price point, I think that's below contract lows of the year, below 160.
By promotions, you mean like fast food chains
Promotional
with-
activity, 2 for 1. Like you're just out there, you're buying cheese, you're putting it in the shop, you're putting a lot of it in the shopping cart because you get it cheap. There you go.
Right.
I don't know why, but that just reminded me of having a Frito pie. Doesn't that sound great?
Sounds great.
A Frito, some chili, Fritos, a bunch of cheese. Oh man,
Walking taco. Extra handed cheese in there.
there you go. At this price, why not? So, all right. Next up, we've beaten this one up a little bit. Butter. It's been in the news. It's the hot ticket item, depending on how you want to look at it. I just don't think anything really great about this chart from like the long side. And we didn't touch anything, and we really don't have that many, like technical lines here, really, because we broke through this big key area of resistance or support, excuse me, at 223 and solidified it with just a massive break. We talk about like breaking the support, and then what does it do the next candle? Break support, bam, next candle, down an additional 20 cents a pound after having this big break. That's just massive. And like, this is the best the bulls can do here, is just going to put a little bit of a stopper in it. But I think $2 is just such a big number for this market. And we're so close.
So close.
So close. I mean, it's just, and I think if you got through that price, 190 and some change is where this market, if you think about it from like here, that's where the market broke out from. This was in 2021. So if I do all that, this market never looked back from this price once they got through there. So that to me becomes such a magnet.
Okay, I mean, I see what you're saying, but couldn't you drop it to about $1.70, $1.60 to say, okay, now this is where we stopped going lower after that retracement, right? We went from 190 to 160, and then we started our rally.
I'm not going to say can't do that for sure, right? I think you're talking about basically filling this guy right there, which let me draw.
No, that'd be lower. You're talking now it's like 155, 154.
Well,
Which, I mean, could happen. I guess my question is, the way that you explained it is we didn't stop going lower from there. Well, we technically dropped to 160 and then rallied ourselves. So would you put that mark at 160 and say, hey, here's the...
I'm looking at it and saying, when we got through this high, or this temporary high, you had this higher, you had this higher low right here.
Yep.
Once we got through this, you put in another higher low right here. Boop, boop. Once you got through that, the market has never traded that price since.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And so it's just, to me, it's just such an important price point, and you just have to be really so like I think what we end up doing is just like, if you can get through $2 on a weekly basis, I think it's a quick trip to this price here, and then I think you run into some traffic.
Yeah.
Because from a buyer's perspective, I mean, it's as good as it's gotten for some time.
Correct.
And so I think we find out, at that price point, kind of rubber meets the road. Buyer, is there really there for size? So far, I mean, we've seen the sell side bring the volume, bring the pressure and price. We have yet to really see the buyer kind of stand in there and say, like, enough is enough. What price point is that? I don't know. But to me, it's like, I think you got to go test. This was such a great technical breakout. It becomes a magnet. It's 190. And then, I mean, to your point earlier, though, I tried to make it a little bit bigger for you guys, but you've got this gap, unfinished business. Unfinished business.
Not to get more negative, there's another one down there
Never been filled.
at 140.
Oof.
A little lower.
I just like threw up a little bit in my mouth when you said that. Blech.
That is where we're going.
Oh, man. You are just... Oh. That's technically below 140. Not by much.
Not by much.
But it's technically below 140.
You think we get down to 140
I think
before?
I think you should be a bear for Halloween. I know you hate the Bears, like you're a Packers fan.
Bears.
But I think you should be a bear for Halloween this year.
Do you think we go to 140 before or after January 1st?
If we're going to go to 140, I think it would be after January 1st.
After January 1st. Okay.
Yes, I think it would be after January 1st.
All right.
So you're going to be a bear for Halloween.
Yep.
We're going to 140 according to you. Now, what's your answer to that question?
Before. I'm going to go before.
You're
Yep.
before.
I'm going to go before.
I'm after Jan. So if we're going to go at all, I don't know if we go to that price. That's just me. But if we're going to do it,
that's okay.
After Jan 1, you're saying just like we're bringing the pain, 140 before the end of the year. Merry Christmas. Here's some 140 butter. That's what you're saying.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Take some 139 half butter.
There you go.
Boom.
Got it.
By Dees 21.
So since you're going to be a bear for Halloween, I asked my kid, what should I be for Halloween?
You should. Yeah.
He's going to be a ninja. So I'm like, I want to be a ninja.
Should be a ninja.
I should be a ninja. But like, I asked him, what should I be for Halloween? You know what he said? He said a Saja boy from K-pop Demon Hunters.
I don't know what that is.
Go watch it this weekend. Add it to your to-do list. After you finish Game of Thrones, go watch K-pop Demon Hunters, and then I'm supposed to be. So I got to pick what color wig I'm gonna wear because there's several colors.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Take your word for it. There you go.
All right.
So
Well,
you're gonna be a bear. I'm gonna be a nostalgia boy.
Negative. I really hate to be negative.
No, it's fine. I mean,
We're usually a ray of sunshine, but you know what?
But this is a two-sided market.
It is.
You know what goes up has to come down, and vice versa. I mean, we can't
Lately,
just always
been a
go in one
one-sided
direction.
market.
Come on. Oh,
Like
okay. You know, well, bears jump out the window, dude.
That's
Bulls
true.
walk up the steps. Bears jump out the window. Speaking of potentially jumping out the window.
Oh, hold on.
So this also has been coming at request. This is November feeders.
November feeder cattle.
Now, keep in mind, this bad boy has been just on a tear. The little engine that could. I mean, this thing just is not giving up. That said, we have started to see just a touch of, this is a weekly. We've seen this song and dance before.
Yep.
Right here, definitely right here, where it's like, this is it. And then, nope.
Yep.
Just kidding. Boop. We're going back up. So this is kind of setting a little bit of a shot across the bow. This is a monthly. Lot of room to break, but the monthly is the one that sticks out to me the most. And so we're doing this on a little bit more of a longer term basis in that we're looking at a monthly. I think if you wanted to see this market, and so what day is it? So today's the 9th. So this only represents 9 days worth of trade. Still plenty of time in the month to retrace all of this or continue to go lower. But if this thing goes and settles, what's this low? 330 and change? Let's say this thing settles at 330. You completely engulf the previous month's price action. I think this turns into a free fall.
I would agree.
Until you get to like 260, until you legitimately get down in the 2-handle, 265. And you got to be super careful of feeder cattle here. It's showing signs of weakness. I mean, this is a weekly, inside out. So this is, if you look at this one right here, just blow this up for you guys. So this pattern is pretty unique. It's an inside out down where you take 3 candles basically, and let's assume this is how the week closes, right? It's only Tuesday. But these 3 candles right here, you settle inside the body. So like you think about it just from like a narrative perspective. This thing tried to rally into new highs, failed, and then settled inside the body of the previous. So a little bit of indecision. And then over the weekend thought about it and was like, nope, we're going to break. This 3-bar pattern right here is a pretty good indication of weakness. Inside out down is basically like the general term. But yeah, I mean, just again, thinking about it, just this thing tried to get into new contract highs, failed to do so. Had some indecision, and then like after that was like, no, we're going to fall apart.
So agreed with you on everything that you said. My one question is, can you blow that up one more time? And then go down to the price point of like 310. So
okay,
that same formation was happening at 300 to 310. And then we did nothing but rally from there on a weekly basis. So when you say be careful on the cattle side, now you got to be careful on both sides because you can get caught in everyone thinks it's going to be rolling over. We're into new highs. We got to come down. The chart tells you it's going to roll over. And then all of a sudden, well, bam, we hit 300 and then we rallied back to 360 and some change.
So I'm not going to agree with you in the sense that this is inside the body of the previous candle. This is not. That said, I see exactly what you're saying. And that's why I think we started this conversation with, we've seen this movie a few times. To me, it's still in the environment of like, you can aggressively buy puts. It's that you can, are you taking unlimited risk? Not for me. But, you know, again, I think this is, if you're looking for a spot to get short, this is, I think, giving you some indication that, yeah, there's potential for this thing to roll over. I mean, we look at this on a monthly basis. This goes back to this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
There has yet to be a month for a full year where we've been lower. A full year.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you got to be super mindful of the longer term charts. We typically look at this on a daily basis, right? And here it is on a daily. And if I could just draw this bad boy, there's still plenty of room on some of these longer term upward trends. Hang on, let me make this a little bit cleaner. There we go. But on some of the shorter term ones, it's getting, like if you take it from like here, right? So this is where it started to go. There we go. Not looking great, man.
Not looking good.
It's just not looking good. So yeah, a little bit of a warning sign. Just saying. It goes with like your whole bearish motif, by the way.
It does. But this is the one chart that we've looked at that I'm not bearish on. This is the one that I am not bearish on. I think tomorrow we're going to have a big fake out where it's like, we've seen it before, just to your point of we were down 8, 9. We were limit down today. So a little bit of a different story. I think we gap lower in the morning and then we rally this thing higher.
You're looking like a check mark, like
yep, exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
Again, just from what I see, we've seen the song and dance many times where everyone piles on. It's like, it's time to get short feeders. And then as soon as they do, it's like, whoa, hold
that's what
on.
I'm saying. Be careful here. Be careful here. You trade in with this little stop. Make sure you got a stop in or something like that. This is. But yeah, I think if you're looking for an opportunity to be short or like a technical rush, it's giving you somewhat of a signal here. It is showing signs of weakness. I don't think that's an unreasonable.
It is. It is until it's not. You know what movie that's from?
Gosh, I should know this.
I just made it up. It's not really from a movie.
All really? Right, well, it sounds like it's from a movie. No, I know. I swear, I've heard that in the movie.
You just ask me every time.
I saw it in Game of Thrones episode 2. You're season 1, episode 2. You're still on season 1, episode 1. So you're still working on it. That's right. I swear.
I just wanted to stump you. That's all. It's not. I don't know what it's from. It's just not.
Why
really
would you want to do that? That's not nice. All right.
All right. Well, we appreciate your intrinsic look at all these markets. We didn't have anybody that came in and want to see any charts this week. So next week, if anyone does want to see anything, feel free to email us, call us, shoot us a text, let us know somehow, and we will definitely jump on charts. But for that, it's going to do it for myself, Andy, and Paige. Everyone have a great week, even better weekend, and we'll see you next week right here at Rags Tech Talk.
Why don't you take a look at the Saja Boys and tell me which color wig I'm supposed to wear? Because there's I think there's 5.
I've never heard of that show before in my life.
It's a movie, and they just greenlit a second one, just so you know. You might want to watch the first one, get caught up on it.
I mean, got a pretty busy schedule, but
you got pretty busy.